Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by lush green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a devoted husband and wife, Ethan and Clara. Their life was simple, yet full of love. Ethan worked as a blacksmith, his hands strong and calloused, crafting tools and horseshoes for the villagers. Clara managed their home, tending to a small garden and preparing meals, her heart full of kindness. They loved each other deeply, but like all humans, they had their struggles. Life was unpredictable, and often small frustrations could grow into moments of tension and argument. Ethan was a man of strong emotions. When something went wrong, an iron tool breaking, a customer complaining, or even a minor disagreement, he would react quickly, sometimes with harsh words. Clara, gentle and patient, often tried to calm him, but she too felt the weight of his reactions. One morning, after Ethan burned a batch of metal, he slammed his hammer against the anvil and muttered angrily, "Why do I always make mistakes? Why does nothing go right?" Clara, standing nearby, placed a hand on his shoulder and said softly, "Ethan, take a deep breath. Anger will not fix this. Calmness will." But Ethan, frustrated and tired, shook his head. "It's easy for you to say, Clara. You don't feel the pressure I feel. I can't just control my emotions." Clara looked into his eyes, her voice filled with compassion. "Maybe not yet," she said, "but if we don't learn to control our reactions, our peace is lost. We react, we lash out, we hurt ourselves and others. But if we pause, breathe, and think, we can master our inner world." Days passed, and the couple faced small trials, burned meals, broken tools, a lost cow, disagreements with neighbors. Each time, Ethan's anger would flare, and Clara's patience was tested. One evening, after a particularly rough day, Clara suggested they take a walk by the river. The sky was painted in shades of orange and pink, the air calm and cool. She held Ethan's hand gently and said, "Look at the river, Ethan. Does it fight the rocks? Does it struggle against the stones in its path?" Ethan frowned, unsure where this was going. "It flows," Clara continued. "It meets obstacles, bends, and finds a way around. It doesn't rage or complain, it simply moves forward." Ethan listened, his chest heaving with frustration, but something in Clara's words resonated. "You mean I should be like the river?" he asked quietly. Clara smiled. "Yes, your emotions are like the river's water. If you let anger take over, it floods, it destroys. If you master your reactions, you become steady, strong, and peaceful, no matter what comes your way." The next morning, Ethan tried something different. A customer brought a poorly forged tool, expecting a discount, and complained loudly. Ethan felt the familiar surge of frustration, the urge to snap and yell, but he remembered Clara's words. He paused, took a deep breath, and responded calmly, explaining the work required and offering a solution without anger. The customer, surprised by Ethan's composure, left satisfied. Ethan felt a strange new sense of pride. He realized that controlling his reactions didn't make him weak, it made him stronger, wiser, and more respected. Weeks turned into months, and Ethan practiced patience and calm in every situation. Sometimes it was easy, sometimes it was incredibly hard. There were days when he faltered, and Clara gently reminded him to breathe and reflect. Each time he paused before reacting, he noticed something remarkable. His mind felt clearer, his heart lighter, and their home filled with more peace and joy. Clara noticed it too, and their bond deepened. She whispered one evening, as they sat by the fire, "Ethan, you are learning to master yourself. That is true strength." The villagers soon noticed a change in Ethan. He no longer reacted impulsively or harshly. People came to him for advice, for calm guidance, and for solutions rather than conflict. Ethan felt proud, not because others admired him, but because he had learned to control the storm within. He understood finally that life will always present challenges, but the way we respond determines the peace we feel and the joy we share. Years later, as Ethan and Clara watched the sun set over the village from their small hill, Ethan reflected on their journey. "I used to think mastering emotions was impossible," he said, holding Clara's hand. "Now I see that inner peace comes from choosing calm over rage, patience over frustration, love over anger. I am free because I control myself, not the world around me." Clara smiled and rested her head against his shoulder. "And that freedom makes our life beautiful. Ethan, we are at peace together." So, my friend, if you are watching this story today, Remember this: life will challenge you, people will frustrate you, and things will not always go your way. But the true power lies not in controlling the world, but in controlling your reactions. Pause, breathe, reflect, and respond with calm. Master your inner world, and the outer world will become more peaceful. You can find strength in stillness, wisdom in patience, and freedom in self-control. If this story inspired you, please like and subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your words might inspire someone else to master their own inner peace today.